Jersey, it's on Jersey Central with Bert Barron, 732-545-9282. Or toll free at 888-545-9282.
It is 8:37 back on Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. We'll have our Need to Know Things coming up for you a little bit later on in this 8:30 half hour of the show. But joining me right now on the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline is one of the great performers who will be appearing this coming Saturday in Morristown at the 5th Annual Morristown Jazz and Blues Festival, which is going to be just a terrific day of music on the Morristown Green from noon until 10 o'clock on Saturday nights. And let's say hello this morning to our special guest, great young trumpet player by the name of Bria Skonberg, who joins us this morning here on WCTC. Hey, Bria, good morning. It is Bert Barron. How are you?
Good morning. I am well.
Good to talk to you. On the West Coast this morning, right?
Yes, indeed.
Thanks for getting up so early. Yeah, jazz people are used to staying up all night and playing music and stuff, right? So
Yeah, I haven't gone to sleep yet. No
good
problem.
for you, an all-nighter. I love that coming from a jazz musician, of course. But before we talk about the event on Saturday, and we're real excited to have you coming for the Jazz and Blues Festival, let's get to know you. You're a jazz trumpet player?
Yes, indeed. Yes, I've been in New York for 5 years. I'm originally from British Columbia, Canada. I love all things jazz, but I really specialize in kind of New Orleans style. Louis Armstrong is my main guy, go-to. But I do a lot of original music, too, at this point. So it's kind of a blend of old and new.
Sounds like you play like a lot of the real fun stuff and not like the real heavy, jazz kind of hard to follow kind of compositions. The Louis Armstrong, that's all the fun stuff, right?
Yeah, I have a good I have a good time, and I've got a great group of guys who've been playing together regularly, and we'll be at the end of a tour when we play there on Saturday. So we'll have been coming off of just of a rompous time.
Great. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you're going to be taking the stage at 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon with your band. Bucky Pizzarelli is also part of the lineup this year, and it's a celebration of Frank Sinatra and Les Paul and Muddy Waters, and it's going to be a terrific day coming up on Saturday, and certainly looking forward to that. What's the key, Bria? It can't be just practice, practice, practice. How does someone really take that next step and really go to the levels that you've been able to achieve?
Well, I think, like you said, just really, really enjoying the music and really, really enjoying having fun. I mean, the person to ask about that would probably be Bucky, too. I
Hmm.
mean, what you see in that group is four generations of guitar players and, staying open-minded to that kind of thing. And so um, just recognizing that every day that you play is a different scenario. And so Morristown, like, yes, we will have been playing, but it'll be a totally different audience, keeping it fresh kind of for the people.
Yeah.
I think, I think just always kind of reinventing yourself and playing music that you really love is the way to keep it fresh for yourself and for the people that are listening.
Who influenced you? Who were you listening to growing up?
I did really love Louis Armstrong as a teenager. I had some great mentors in British Columbia that put the music of people like Roy Eldridge and Clark Terry, like really kind of hot jazz, melodic jazz oriented stuff under my ears, and I try to play it on the horn, of course. Those are a lot of my main influences. I mean, my dad played trumpet back in high school, which is why I played trumpet
Wow.
itself. Yeah,
Kinda like having an in-house instructor, right? If your dad was playing the same thing.
yeah, just somebody who just always loved it.
Very good. Our guest this morning, we're talking with Bria. Our guest is Bria Skonberg, and she's going to be appearing this coming Saturday at the Morristown Jazz and Blues Festival, which, by the way, is absolutely free. It is free admission. You can bring along long chairs and blankets. It's going to be rain or shine, but we're going to have beautiful weather on Saturday. It's going to be a nice summer sunny day, and we're going to have a great time. Morristown Jazz and Blues.org is the website if you want to get a schedule and information. I will put a link up on our Facebook fan page in just a little bit. Talk about what the world of jazz is like, Bria. Is it? It's not completely, the little boys club. There's room for very talented women like yourself, right?
Oh my gosh, of course, yeah. There have been many women that have played for years and years. I mean, women in jazz is not a new concept in the slightest. They've been around for 100 years playing it. So I don't feel any kind of special perks because of that. I mean, the world itself in jazz, I think it's definitely ready for great melodies and stuff that's inclusive and stuff that really pulls people together at this point instead of maybe what is stereotypical as more sophisticated, pushing people away. So
Sure.
again, that's the stuff that we'll really be focusing in on our set, as well as kind of tapping into some of the artists that are being featured and that we're honoring at the Jazz and Blues Festival, like Frank Sinatra and so on. Those are favorites of mine.
Nice. I think jazz is one of those things that once people get a little sample of it and you see it being played live by real people, then you really start to appreciate it. It's you probably hear that from people that had no idea that jazz music was so fun and so cool until they had a chance to meet you and hear you play, right?
Yeah, that's the essence of jazz. Is that it's if you don't suffocate it, it's absolutely still alive. I get a lot of people coming to our sets and going, "You guys are amazing," and I don't even like jazz. And it's
Right,
like,
yeah.
but the, jazz is such a huge umbrella and of things. And there was a time when it was the music of the quote unquote, like rock stars, really really popular and
Right.
reached a lot of people. And again, that's kind of the era that we focus on.
Yeah, it's going to be a terrific afternoon. I watched that movie Whiplash the other day, which is about a jazz drummer, and it showed just a very cutthroat sort of way that musicians kind of advance through the ranks. Is it really that competitive, Bria, for what you were doing growing up?
Well, I think you need to take it seriously, but I think that movie is just like a sports movie with some music thrown in.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, next time I watch it, I'll take a look at it from that perspective and
Yeah.
see. But again, we're real excited to have you coming to town on Saturday. The website to visit is morristownjazzandblues.org. And how about for you, Bria? Do you have a website or a Facebook page where people can follow you and learn about your music?
Absolutely. The easiest way is to Google Bria Trumpet. It's easier than spelling my last name, and you'll still
Bria
find me.
Trumpet. Okay.
Yeah, I've got I'm working on a new album. I'm gonna go into the studio next week. That's available online, but just Google Bria Trumpet, and you'll find we can connect that way.
All
I'll see
right.
you Saturday.
Awesome stuff. Well, thanks for getting up so early to check in with us from the West Coast this morning. We really appreciate that. And looking forward to saying hello on Saturday when you come to Morristown. All right?
Sounds great.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Good to talk to you. Thank you very much. All right. My guest on Jersey Central this morning is Bria Skonberg, and she and her band are going to be